Let's take a look at what's new in Filmora 14. Welcome to this video. My name is David and I hope you're well wherever you are around the world. Now, Filmora 14 was released on September 30th, 2024, and it's packed with a ton of AI features to ease your video editing experience and bring your videos to life. Let's take a look at it, and you can see Filmora 14, more AI, videos in less clicks. Bring AI-powered efficiency and simplicity to your everyday editing. This is more or less showing that they're going to be focusing, like almost every video editing application, on AI to make your video editing experience as easy as possible. Now, you can take a look at anything, and if you'd like to get Filmora 14 or try it for free, use the link in the description below to do that. There's a ton of things to unpack here. So as you can see, there are a ton of things: multi-camera editing, planar editing, magnetic timeline, path curves, and so on and so forth. So we can go to one of the pages here that shows more or less what's new. You can see the AI features, video, audio, text, assets. So for the AI features which are new, smart short clips, where almost every video editing application is going in that way, where they can actually auto summarize the videos for you into short clips for social media quickly. We also have the AI video enhancer, improve video clarity with just one click, reduce blur, inject realistic detail, upscale video up to 4K. So if you'd like to upscale your video that was shot a long time ago, you can upscale it in that way. Video denoiser to more or less the grainy things in your videos. We also have AI voice enhancer. If you recorded your video in a poorly or the audio was not working really well, you can use the AI voice enhancer. AI sound effect generator, which is a real game changer. If you want the sound for rain, you just type in rain sound or whatever and you get that. AI video object remover was there in an update in Filmora 13, but I believe it's much better than it was back then. And then we have some upgraded features here, and I'll leave the pages link below for you to kind of peruse through them, and you can see that's the AI features. And then for the video features, we've got things like planar tracking, multi-camera editing, blur face using the AI mosaic, face mosaic, which is really good, image sequence to video, advanced video compression, especially when you're exporting and you want to keep your video sizes a little bit smaller. They've got the keyframes have been upgraded, the color palette to color match or get a look or a particular video that you want your video to look like. And there's a ton of things here. So if you keep scrolling, we've got the AI voice cloning. This was also released in an update in Filmora 13, but it's now officially more or less in Filmora 14. We've got a couple of things upgraded, and then you scroll down. Audio visualizers, obviously, those are really good. Text animation, music, big text animation. All of these were in Filmora 13, and now we can just go into Filmora 13 itself to literally see what's new. So this is Filmora 14. This is what it looks like. The home page more or less looks like Filmora 13, hasn't changed much, but you can already see the smart short clips here, and you can see them more or less the features also here. If you click on these three dots as well, you'll go to the toolbox, all features, smart short clips, smart scene cut, AI video enhancer, AI color palette, smart background music generator, auto reframe. Then we've got planar tracking, multi-camera editing, AI portrait cutout, and then we've got AI translation. And this is a new feature called AI translation lip sync. And for anything that I'll not kind of cover here, I'll do in-depth tutorials on it, so you'll need to subscribe to always be notified when I put out a new video. We've got the AI face mosaic, AI object removal, AI sticker, AI voice cloning. All these things, some of these were in previous, like in Filmora 13, but you can click on new features and see all the new features. Now, what I'll do, I'll just go to create a new project, and we can say, I'll not show this, but I'll have an individual tutorial for this one, so that I can show you how this literally works, so that you can actually see and appreciate how it works. But more or less, it's like you click on it, smart short clips, and then you can upload even from YouTube or whatever, your YouTube channel. You can upload a file here. Let's click on open, Yes, I accept. Click on that. You can upload media to the cloud to backup. It is okay. Logging to your cloud space. Please wait. And that's the reason why you may need to get a subscription for Filmora, and highly recommend the advanced version, the one that's available for Windows, Mac, iOS, Android. That really works well. So let's assume you get a quick clip here like this one. Once you do that, you can select the video language, English US or whatever. Let's say it's a video podcast. And if it was longer, like an hour or so, you'd get like some durations here, 30 to 60 seconds, etc., and so on and so forth. And then you can look at the templates that you want. Let's say we want this one. AI will match the most suitable material from the following resources. That's okay. Or you can actually just click on this. That looks much better for me. And if you're satisfied, you can see all the things that are here. You can see the credits I have at this moment. And to generate or use that, I'll need to use 6 credits. So you can always hover over these. AI credits are deducted based on the actual functionality. So if I click on generate, language detecting, please wait for the detection. It's going to add captions, give all those templates, put them into place, and get my video ready for working with it. And it's obviously uploading to the cloud, and that's why I had to consent to my video being uploaded to Filmora cloud. So it's more or less of a process, but because you want to create short videos for social media quickly with captions and they're framed the way you want them, then it's not much of a hassle to kind of wait for that. Now, I may have to speed it up a little bit in the video so that this video is not too long, because obviously it's going to upload and then come back and then have the video ready for me to work on it or see the result that I'm actually going to get using this. So you can see video generation in progress. You can edit other videos and will notify you once your automatic editing is complete. It's almost done. Video generation in progress, 99%. Let's see what we get with this. So as you can see, what it has done is done a ton of things. So it's transcribed our video, mastering social media videos with captions and emojis. It's given me a title, and then it has some captions here, and you can enhance the speech. If I play this.
In this video, I'll show you how to add captions to your social media videos, TikToks, Reels, super fast.
So what you can do here is, let me see. It does not allow, okay, click on edit. If I click on edit, yes, it's going to allow me to edit this particular option. And now you can see I come into the smart short clips interface right here, because I obviously know there's some few things that are amiss here. Let me see what we get. And actually you can see how everything looks like right here. So it has added a like and subscribe. So it's really automated. Yeah, it's really, really good. Let me see. Now, one thing I've noticed, it's kind of not, let me see. It's not allowing me to edit like the mistake. So select mode. Now, that's one thing I've noticed. It's not allowing me to change anything. And I think there could be an issue here because using this should be Descript, not the script. So that is one issue. But all in all, if you're looking at the effect that we're trying to achieve here, you can see.
In this video, I'll show you how to add captions to your social media videos, TikToks, Reels, super fast using Descript.
So that could be the only issue.
You're going to be adding emojis, capitalizing certain words that you'd like to capitalize, the Alex Amosi style, and everything that you'd like to see. Stick around to the end. I'll show you how to make this super fast. Thanks for watching, and let's begin. In this video,
it looks good, only that you can't edit out some mistakes here just to make everything looks good. But that is the smart short clips feature. Really, really handy. I'm actually just going to I won't save that particular project, but I'll just close it out so that we can get to all the other features that are available. Now I'm going to go into a new project, and once I get in here, what we're looking at is the next thing, and this should be the multicam, and I'll select 2 videos I know are multicams. And once you have everything here, you can just select both clips, right click, create multi-camera clip, click on that, give it a title, and then you can choose the synchronization method. You can say go with audio or fast frame, and then auto. If you have very huge files, remember to check this, auto create proxy files, click OK. And once you do that, you'll get this particular video here. Now, to make everything multi-clip, just click on this particular icon here, switch multi-camera view. And once you do that, you'll have one video here and the next one here, or depending on the number of videos that you have. So for example, I can click on this. And once I click on that, that's my initial shot. So if I play this, I'll need to play. And then depending on what I want to switch, I'll just be clicking so that the cuts are made automatically. Let's play.
The name Citizen Chain is that is the brainchild of my partner. He named the shop. I was a big fan of Orson Welles. I had done several projects on him, going through school and stuff like that. So I appreciated the pun and the play on the word Citizen Kane, Citizen Chain. And then only after we named the shop by certain course of events.
So if we look at the final result, we can just click on this.
The name Citizen Chain that is the brainchild of my partner. He named the shop.
Now it seems there's an issue with the audio, and more or less based on how I sync them initially. I sync them based on the shot and not the particular audio per se, and that could be an issue. So please note that when you're syncing your videos, make sure you sync with the correct thing, if it's the frame or if it's the audio, when that particular person begins to talk, because the audio in the clip, in the first clip and the second clip, are more or less identical. So that might be the best way to do it. But that's how the multicam works.
I was a big fan of Orson Welles. I had done several projects on him, going through school and stuff like that. So I appreciated the pun and the play on the word Citizen.
So you can see the different options that are available. So it's really, really handy that we now have multicam editing in Filmora 14. So we can now also look at something else, and that is the AI translation lip sync. And let me show you how it works. Just bring in a video. Let's go with this. And then let's just right click on it. Click on AI translation. And from here, you have a bunch of options that you can do. The AI translation translates voice and caption. Translation type, only translate caption, translate voice and caption. And then once you set that, you can select the source language, English US, target, let's see, lip sync. This is still in beta, and let's see how it's going to actually do it, and also ensure that it has the auto match on. Then click on try free. I hereby, yes, I want to do all this. It's just the terms of use. Got it. So it's uploading that particular file, because I want to use the AI translation and lip sync feature to see if it's actually going to do any justice to that particular video. So let's wait and see once it's done what we get from that particular feature right there. So it's translating. It's actually going to give you an estimate of how long it takes. Now, this process is happening on the cloud. So you need to understand that it's not on your computer per se. It needs to use the internet to do the translation and then do the lip sync. More or less, it's like they're doing some sort of clone of sorts, so that the lip sync is actually happening once the translation is done. So you may need to give it a couple of minutes for the translation and the lip sync to happen. And once it's done, you're going to get the final result. So we're going to give it a couple of seconds and see what we get. The translation is almost done. It's at 96%. And once the translation is done, more or less, the lip sync should actually happen. And as you can see, there's a lip sync label here showing that once this particular clip is done with the translation, it's going to go for lip sync. It's not only translation of the captions, but the lip sync is going to be available as well. We're still going to give it a couple of like 3 minutes to see, but I'm going to speed up this process so that you can see the final result. Once it's done translating and lip syncing everything, it's going to put your clips right here, and let's see.
In diesem Video erkläre ich ausführlich, wie man Untertitel zu sozialen Media-Videos hinzufügt. TikToks reollen super schnell. Mit dem Skript werden wir Emojis hinzufügen, bestimmte Wörter, die Sie möchten, mit Großschreiben, dem Alex Amozi-Stil und allem, was Sie sehen möchten. Bleiben Sie bis zum Ende herum. Ich zeige Ihnen, wie man das super schnell macht. Danke für das Zuschauen und lass uns anfangen.
So it's actually worked really well. I don't know German, but I know the accents and whatever. So that's more or less German, although it feels sped up. But that is what it does. It seems it kinda
In diesem Video
it brings in the lip-synced video.
Erkläre ich ausführlich, wie man Untertitel zu sozialen Media-Videos hinzufügt. TikToks reollen super schnell. Mit dem Skript.
Yeah, looks really good for that particular purpose, and that is the AI translation lip sync feature. Next up, we have something called magnetic timeline, and what this is, it's this particular clip here. So let's assume let's actually remove the translated versions, and let's come here. Let's assume you make a cut somewhere here, right there, and then somewhere right there. If you delete this, normally press delete, you leave a space right here. But when you enable magnetic timeline, click on that, it's actually going to make sure that whenever you make anything like a cut, let's assume there, and let's assume you delete this part, this clip snaps where it should be. For example, you can actually see when I hold it right there, it snaps. If I disable this and I hold it where I want it to be, it's going to stay there. So it can actually save you a ton of time, especially when you're working with multiple clips and you need to cut through things quickly. So that's more or less the magnetic timeline is available. If we can do something else here real quick, we've got what is it called? We've got the planar tracking, and planar tracking is more or less, if I put it this way, it's a feature that allows you to place a video, image, or anything where you want it to be. So we've got this video. It's just a man walking like in an alley or something. So we can see, click on video, AI tools. Then if you scroll down, you can see planar tracking and auto mode. It's whatever you want. Got it. If I click on this, it's going to give me that particular box where I can adjust the tracker. And let's assume, just a minute, let's assume I want to place it somewhere here. And then you can hold these edges to set it where you want it to be. And let's assume I want it to be somewhere like there. Actually, I can actually bring this up slightly and this one up slightly so they seem kind of like they'll match. So click on start, planar tracking in progress. It's actually going to track more or less what I want it to track for the different features right here. So you can see, let's assume I wanted to put something here like a billboard or actually a sticker or something on that particular wall. Then it's going to track that particular progress of that particular section so that when I fit what I want to fit inside there, it's going to be tracked based on that particular movement. Could be some graffiti I want to put there as an image, could be a video on the wall, could be anything. And this is what you can easily use, especially when you want to replace things on maybe a computer screen and so on and so forth. So it's something that is really going to come in handy right inside there. Another good thing is that you can kind of do a mosaic on the planar tracking. So it's actually going to really work well, especially when you want to blur out vehicle number plates especially if you want to keep some information hidden from other people. So you can use the planar tracking, and then the element is going to be a mosaic to kind of blur number plates of cars and so on and so forth. So it's a feature I'm going to cover independently, so we can actually cancel this based on where it is, and the elements are right here. And once you're done with this, the tracking, and you can see it takes a little bit of time. For a clip of about 10 seconds, it's taking its time, so you better know that it is something that takes some time. Don't be in a hurry until you can actually finish it all, but I'll show you how it works really properly. Now we also have the option for AI video enhancer. It should be somewhere here. Here, and you can see one thing is that the effect is permanent and cannot be disabled after it's applied. That is, after it's applied on this clip. And if I actually say I want it on, you can see you can generate this with it. If I click on generate, you can see a bunch of options. It's processing here. It's more or less kind of trying to make my video much better than it is. So it's something I'm also going to cover in depth because it's going to kind of make your videos look much better. AI video enhancer is in progress. No other task can be performed on this clip right now. Close. So that is one thing you need to understand, and you'll also need to understand that it's taking some time. My assumption is that it's also uploading this particular video to the cloud, and you can actually look at the task list here. Project tasks, AI creation. This one were the smart short clips. This may be local if I'm not mistaken, but it's taking its time to try and make this video look much better. And a way you can use it is to enhance videos that are of lower resolutions, like 640 by 360 or whatever, to like 1280 by 720 or more. And you can see it's actually succeeded. So if we play this, I think it looks much cleaner than the original. This box here is the planar tracking that's still available, so don't really worry much about it. Next up, we can look at another feature, and that is more or less the AI mosaic. So since we have it here, all I need to do is just go to effects, body effects, face mosaic, and just pick whatever you want to work with. Let's say we kind of go with this one. Let's see. It's downloading. Click on it. You can click on it right here, and you'll see from the effects here, it's processing. It's detected faces, and if you have a bunch of faces, it's actually going to show you. So it's only seeing my face. So you can adjust the different strengths, the feather to make it smoother, the opacity, or you can also invert depending on what you want to happen right there. If you have a bunch of faces, it's actually going to show you what it looks like, and this is what the final effect looks like. It's actually going to track that particular face and blur it using the mosaic that you choose. There are a ton of them to choose from. So it's really depending on what you want. You can do a bunch of things here. Really depends on how you want to use it. So that's the AI for face mosaic that you can use. We also have the voice enhancer, and I'm actually now going to just uncheck this, go to audio, and then scroll down to AI voice enhancer. And you can see that AI voice enhancer makes voice recording sound as if they were recorded in a professional podcasting studio. And I can just check this. Let us see.
In diesem Video erkläre ich ausführlich, wie man Untertitel zu sozialen Media-Videos hinzufügt.
Okay, this is the German version. Let's see if we can get... Yeah, this is the translated version. Let's see if we can get the original one. And then use the AI voice enhancer.
In this video, I'll show you how to add captions to your social media videos, TikToks, Reels, super fast.
And then you have some few features you can work on. the voice clarity, the voice beautification. You can adjust this.
Capitalizing certain words that you like to capitalize, the Alexa.
So I did not hear a big difference, but when you're working with low quality audio, it's actually going to really work a lot on that. So that's the AI voice enhancer, which is highly welcome. Now, something else that we can look at is maybe the smart background music generation feature that they have. And let's get this particular Milky Way here. There we go. And if I select it, should be somewhere here. Smart background music generation. And remember, can analyze the content of your current media and generate suitable background music for you. So as you can see, it's something that is using credits as well. So I'll click on start. It's analyzing the video content. It's more or less the content for the Milky Way. So you can click hide to close this window. Once generation is complete, the results will be automatically displayed on the timeline. So smart BGM generation in progress. This is more or less AI powered stuff, and that is why I mentioned initially Filmora is more or less geared towards AI, and all that comes with AI. And let us see what sort of music is going to be generated for this Milky Way Northern Lights kind of video that I have with me right here. If I play this, let's go to the start. Looks really good. Yeah, sounds really good. Something that would more or less work with that. It's upbeat. It's more or less showcasing the drama or the cinematic feature in the Milky Way. That is something I'll look at. The next feature we look at is the smart scene cut, and more or less this is to help you quickly cut through scenes. And let's say we have this. If I can right click on it, you can see the smart scene cut. If I do that, they will automatically identify the highlights and character scenes in your video. Additionally, you can also capture the elements you want in the player, and will track the relevant fragments from the entire video. So this I'll show it in depth. As you can see, it also uses some credits, so we'll look at that much later on. And this is more or less to help you just pick things really quickly, so that you can create some nice good looking videos. That's the smart scene cut feature. And next up we've got the Filmora Copilot 2.0. And let's assume we've got this video here. You've got this video. You can just match the media or whatever. And then this is Filmora Copilot. If I click on it, you'll get a bunch of options. It's been in beta for a while, and you can see what you had previously. And as you can see, select a clip 1. Let's assume I select 2 clips here. Selected clips 2. If I say add a zoom or a warp transition and click on send, add a warp transition. She will add a warp transition effect to your video clips. The translation will be placed at the default position between your video segments. If I just move here, let us see if we have a warp transition anywhere. Yeah, it's at the start and right here, if I'm not mistaken. Should be somewhere. And at the end. Yeah. Should be placed, and you can expand the info to see where all those things are done. You can also change this particular option. And as you can see, add a warp transition, it actually just added at the start and at the end. I should have actually made it a little bit clearer. I wanted it between the 2 video clips, but that is how Filmora Copilot works. Can give you a ton of things. You can do audio adjustment, picture adjustment, format adjustment, timeline. You can also do some search. That's Filmora Copilot 2.0. And then we've got AI video denoise. And for this, let's go to media. I can actually just look for video. I believe is not really in the best of qualities. Let's say I get this particular video. Let's say we match, but when you look at it, Pro is not in the best of qualities. So if you go to video and then scroll down, you'll see under AI tools, sorry, you'll see, should be here under AI video enhancer, video denoise. You can click on it. It's waiting to apply some smoothness right here. So it's waiting for that to actually work. So remember, most of these things are AI powered and they need to take some time to generate, but that is one of the effects. And if you can see, it's waiting to do that. And you can see that from the project tasks, the different AI creation tasks we've done smart shot clips, smart background music generation, and I'm almost sure this is also waiting to do the same. So I can actually undo that because I'll do an in-depth tutorial on that particular feature. Next up, we have SVG support, and this is more or less scalable vector graphics. If I click on import media, it's right here. Let's click on it. It's available in the media bin. Just drag and drop it right there. And this is just a graphic that you can easily scale up how you want it to be. It looks really colorful and so on and so forth. So it's a really awesome feature to finally have in Filmora 14. So that's support for SVG, scalable vector graphics. And then we've got something called audio mixer. And the way I'd look at it is, let's assume we remove this and then just bring in these two clips right here. Yes, match the media. I can actually bring one on top of the other. And what we have here is that if I click on the media mixer here, or the audio mixer right here, if I click on it, if I move video 1 to the left, you'll see this movement here. If I move video 2 to the right, you'll see it move like that. So if I actually play this, you'll actually hear audio coming from different sides of your headset or your speakers. It's more or less meant to ease all this. You can do the same. You can drag depending on what you want to have for the different options available. So if you had audio only on the right side and you click on the audio mixer, you'll maybe find it looking something like this. And when you bring it to the center, everything is going to be aligned. I wish there was a way to align or make sure that everything is at the center, because they seem to be a little bit off slightly, but you can always come and set this to 0, and that is going to actually ensure that you are the center of or that is both channels are being or audible at the same time. So that's some new changes to the audio mixer. And then we've got the AI portrait cutout. So for example, if I delete this, I can just bring this video here and let's just make a cut right about there. Delete this other video, and then we can look at that feature. Click on the video, go to videos, AI tools, and we have the AI portrait cutout. I can click on that and it's processing, and let's see what we get. I've decided to make a small cut so that we can have a small video, and there we have it. If we play it, you can see it and how it's doing its thing. And then we've got different models. Advanced, our best and smartest model, requires more process. A fast generation, real-time processing model, and then you have a bunch of options here to work with. Flashing border, maybe it's something you might want. You can just click on it, download, so that if we play it, you can have something like that right there. Different effects depending on what you want. So that is the AI portrait cutout, which is really awesome. Next up, there is something called advanced compression, and this is especially when you're exporting videos. If you go to export this particular video, there is a new feature here called advanced compression. Now, what does that do? It supports video compression in H.264 encoding format, significantly reducing video file size without compromising quality. The feature cannot be enabled simultaneously with GPU acceleration. So if you have a graphics processing unit, if it's enabled, the advanced compression is disabled. So if I actually disable it and then enable advanced compression, you'll get two ways that you can actually compress: by quality or YouTube upload. Now, if I say by quality, you get a percentage here from 10 to 90%. And if I go with YouTube upload, then automatically compressing within the bitrate range recommended by the YouTube platform. So they have this particular feature back there where you can work with that. But I highly recommend you go with quality. Most videos, 80% or 80% quality is much better. I wish we had a range like between 70 and 80, or just a slider, or you can input a figure here of whatever percentage you want, as long as it doesn't go past 100 based on what they want. So that is good. Now, so size estimation will be unavailable once advanced compression is enabled. So that is something else you need to note. But if I disable it, it gives you an estimate. So if your file size is small without the advanced compression, then that is something you can look into. But it's highly welcome to have advanced compression right inside there. Then we've got AI sound effects. If I can actually remove this and just get this Milky Way again, let's say we go to audio, AI sound effect. Let's say describe bats at night. Just call it that. And then we've got a couple of settings. Click on that. Sound duration. Let's say we want it to be like, let's just go with 5 seconds. Number of sound effects, 3. Click on that. And then you can see how many credits you have remaining. And to generate this, you need 30 credits. Just click on generate, and always give a better prompt for this. You can have up to 100 characters. Let's click on generate. We see what kind of sound we're going to get for our sound effects, which is going to help us really understand what is going on, or what type of effect you can create. If you want to create rain effects, a crowd cheering, children playing, and so on and so forth, or children laughing, that is something you can easily create inside Filmora 14. And let's see, you can come over. I'd probably go with this, download this one. View, let's go bring it right about there. It works well with our footage here. You just need to play with the levels of the audio and so on and so forth. Next up, there's something they're calling the AI Color Palette. And this is more or less, if I go to media, let's say I've got this particular footage here. Let's say I've got this video, bring it here. And let's say I want to change this particular look and feel to look like maybe something I've seen in a movie or something. I can actually get a screen grab I got here. And from here, what I can do, I just click on this particular video and then go to color and then scroll down to AI color palette and enable it. And you can actually add your own color palettes here. So once I do that, I can click on add, and then from here I'll just you can either do a reference from the timeline or a local file. I'll just click on local file, just get this particular clip, and this is what we have. I can now generate, and once I do that, you'll see instantly we get that particular look in this particular reference that I have. And then I'll click on save and apply, and I'll get another color palette right here. So you can see if I undo the color palette, that's how the video looks. If I have the color palette with whatever palette I have on, that is the look I get for my video, like that, or without, like that. Really depends on what look you're looking for. Instead of doing a lot of color correction, you can just look at what you can always be using. If you use the same lighting, same setup, just create your own color palette and then just be using it for all your videos. It's going to save you a ton of time. I believe one of the last few features we're going to look at is more or less the Smart Auto Reframe. And if I click on that, when you're inside the media bin, there's this option called Auto Reframe. Just click on that. And from here, you can see what you have, the aspect ratio, the motion speed, and then you can click on Analyze. So it's going to analyze this particular young man here, and you can actually move it. Actually, we can actually move backward. As you can see here, the camera is out of frame. Just bring it right somewhere here. Then we can move a couple of frames. It's still in frame. If it's not a long video, I'd highly recommend you use more or less the moving forward, so that you make sure that at all times what you want to be in frame is in frame. So for example, there seems to almost be moving out of frame, and then there, and then bring this one here, move it again. As you can see, it's really tracking the young man as he moves across the screen. Just set it properly. Right there, move it. Right there, move it slightly again. And then right there. Right there. Move it again. Move it again. And let's assume you're satisfied. Just click on Add to the timeline. So let's say it's exporting auto reframe task 1. So there we go. You can see it set the dimensions the way we set them, and then the auto reframe is working as it should. There we go. Let's assume we wanted it up to somewhere like here, and then we can just make our cut here and then just delete this. So this particular one is looking really good. So that is the Smart Auto Reframe feature right here. And obviously there are a ton of more things, and if I actually go to video, we can see that we now have advanced keyframes and whatever. If we add keyframes and then you just right click, you can now show animation, keyframe animations right here. I can actually fit to the timeline, and you can see a couple of things here. Let's assume I do a change on this particular keyframe, maybe a zoom in of sorts. Now you can see all these options are enabled: linear, a curve of sorts, another continuous curve, a freeze, an ease in, an ease out. If I click on ease in, you'll notice there are a couple of things here, so you can make different adjustments the way you want. Maybe bring it down slightly, and if you play this, it's going to zoom out, or you can actually just move it the opposite direction. Yeah, there we go, and then comes back down. It's just some nitty gritty effects that you can actually use and work with to smoothen or make your videos look much better. But that is a seriously in-depth what's new in Filmora 14 tutorial. I'm going to do a breakdown of the different features in Filmora 14 so that you can actually appreciate the strength and the features in Filmora 14. I hope this video is of value to you. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay safe and never stop learning.